Okay, let's talk about something real. What if you could start building an extra income stream, like right now, with just the cash you might have in your wallet? In this explainer, we're going to break down 5 practical ways to start generating passive income with as little as $100.
There's this common myth, right, that you need a huge pile of cash, thousands of dollars, just to even think about building passive income. But what if that's totally wrong?
And this quote right here, from a former investment banker named Nisha, just hits the nail on the head. So many of us think this way. Realizing you don't have to be rich to start building wealth, that's a total game changer.
All right, so we're going to walk through 5 realistic paths you can start on today. And look, this isn't some get-rich-quick scheme. It's all about taking that first step, building good habits, and proving to yourself that you can actually make your money work for you.
So here's the game plan. We'll kick things off with some simple investing for beginners. Then we'll jump into a really cool business idea, print on demand. After that, we'll cover how you can get a slice of the real estate pie, and then dive into affiliate marketing and selling digital products. And stick around, because at the end, we're going to have a real talk about what passive income actually means.
Okay, first up, investing. Now, this might sound like the most basic path on our list, but honestly, it's probably the most powerful for building wealth over the long run. This is where you really make your money work for you, and it all starts with one simple habit.
Just look at this chart. It's crazy, right? Your $100 could be sitting in a regular bank account, earning practically zero, or it could be in a high-yield savings account, pulling in a solid 4 to 5%. Yeah, it's not going to make you rich overnight, but it's that crucial first step. It's shifting your mindset from just saving money to actually growing it.
Now, if you're cool with a little more risk for potentially bigger reward, you can look at diversified funds. Instead of trying to be a stock market genius and pick winners, you're just buying a tiny piece of the whole market. And historically, this kind of strategy has returned an average of 8 to 10% a year over the long haul. That's your money quietly growing in the background while you live your life. All right, let's switch gears to our second idea, print on demand. This is absolutely perfect if you've ever dreamed of starting an online business but were, terrified of dropping a ton of cash on t-shirts or mugs that might just sit in your garage forever.
And the way it works is actually super simple. You can sign up for a service, a lot of them are free, connect it to an online shop like Etsy or Shopify, and then you just upload your design. That's it. The moment someone buys your product, the service handles everything else, the printing, the packing, the shipping. You get to be the creative one. They handle all the boring logistics. And one of the coolest things about this model is how they handle the logistics. See, if a customer in London buys your shirt, it's made right there in the UK. If they're in Sydney, it's made in Australia. This means your customers get their stuff way faster, and hey, it's also better for the planet with a smaller carbon footprint. It's a total win-win.
Okay, on to number 3, real estate. Now, for most of us, this word brings up images of saving for a massive down payment and dealing with leaky faucets and tenants. But there's actually a way to get in on the property game with as little as $100.
And you do it through something called a REIT. That's a real estate investment trust. Just think of it like this. Instead of buying one whole building, you're buying a tiny little share of a massive company that owns hundreds, maybe even thousands of properties. Everything from apartment complexes to big shopping malls.
And here is the magic number. REITs are legally required, it's the law, to pay out at least 90% of their taxable profits to shareholders as dividends. So when they collect rent from all those properties, a big chunk of that profit flows directly into your pocket.
So, let's break it down. You get instant diversification across a ton of different properties. You have pros managing the whole thing for you. You get a steady stream of passive income through dividends, and you can get started with a super small investment. All of that without ever having to be a landlord. Pretty cool, right?
All right, idea number 4, affiliate marketing. Now, I know this one sometimes gets a bad rap from all those flashy make 10 grand a month videos. But if you do it authentically, it's a really solid, accessible income stream. All it is earning a small commission for recommending products and services you already use and genuinely love. But let's be real about the numbers. A big platform like Amazon might pay you, say, 1 to 3%. So if someone buys a $50 item through your link, you might make $1 or so. The real power here isn't in one sale, it's in scale. A single blog post or a YouTube video with your link can keep earning you those little commissions for years to come. And this is what makes it so great for beginners. Unlike sponsorships where you need this huge, massive audience, you can start earning affiliate income from day one. All you really need is a place to share your recommendations and your unique link. And that brings us to our final idea, number 5, selling digital products. This one is a personal favorite because you can take your unique knowledge, something only you know, package it up once, and then sell it over and over and over again. And just look at the difference here. With physical products, you've got costs for materials, storage, shipping, it all adds up. But with digital products, once you've created it, almost every single sale is pure profit. It's infinitely scalable, and the fulfillment is totally automatic. You can literally be making money while you sleep. Now, of course, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. The market can be super crowded, so your product has to be really good and solve a real problem. There's always a risk of someone copying your work, and, some people just don't see as much value in something they can't physically hold. But still, the upside potential is just massive.
Okay, so we've just walked through 5 fantastic ways to get started. But before we wrap up, we need to have an honest chat about that word, passive. It gets thrown around a lot, and it often conjures up this image of sipping a drink on the beach while money just magically appears in your bank account.
But the reality is a bit different, isn't it? Nothing is truly passive from day one. You have to do the work up front. You have to write the ebook, create the t-shirt designs, research the investment funds. The passive part isn't the starting line, it's the finish line you cross after you've put in the effort.
And honestly, this is the most important thing to remember. When you start, you might only make an extra $50 a month. The goal isn't to get rich overnight. It's just to start somewhere, learn something new, and then build something that can grow over time. It's about creating a system where your money finally starts working for you, instead of you always working for it.
Because with every little step you take, you're not just making a bit of extra cash. You're building new skills, you're creating systems, you're investing in your future. Even if some of these ideas don't pan out, the process of trying is a huge win. So really the only question left is, where are you going to start?